Hello everybody, Angela here, as usual, sat in my little room, and I am thinking, well, I've been sat here for a while actually, thinking about writing my newsletter this week, and I wasn't quite sure in which direction to go. I get a bit like that sometimes, don't know about you, a bit flighty, change my mind. And I thought, I don't know. Okay, so I'll have a look back at my newsletters, at the statistics, and see which emails have had the most interest. You know, the most openings, most clicks. So guess which one? It was the one just after my brother died, and I wrote about Afterlife. And it seems to be an interesting subject. So the thing is, I don't want to go off all woo-woo on you here, but what I know to be true, over the years, probably over the last 6 years, I've been deepening my grounding in the inside-out nature of life. And what's happened is I know, okay, my brother's not next, well, maybe he is, maybe is he? I feel him here. I feel him here around me, and I hope some of you know what I'm talking about, but the thing is, none of us ever die. Yeah, okay, we do from this world, and we no longer have our physical presence, and we might end up being burnt and we have a few ashes. And I'm not even convinced that they're all, my brothers when they're in there, and or my dad or my mum or anybody else that I love that's passed on. But that's not them anyway. Their essence of them left their body. And their essence is still alive. And that's what I know to be true. So I'm glad that it caused so much interest. But that essence of us, the you who we really are, we all come from the same thing. And we go back to the same thing. Because we all come from this loving energy behind life. And this is where it all seems to get a little bit woo-woo. But it's a truth, it's a basic truth. We're born into this world of form. And when we're born into this world of form, we're given some gifts. A bit like baby Jesus when he gets his gold, his frankincense and his myrrh. Or maybe not. But you know what gifts we're given? We're given the gift of thought. And thought's neutral. It's a gift. It's a fact of life. It's a fact. And then through this gift of thought, we think. And we do lots of thinking. And over time, we begin to form beliefs and values through our experiences. And the only reason that we know we're doing this is because we also have another gift. And that is the gift of consciousness. And the gift of consciousness is how we experience life in this world of form. It's how we know that we're alive. It's like a movie. We create a movie through our thought, through thinking, and then project this movie, and we see and experience this movie, except we get lost in this movie and we think it's real. We forget the illusion that it's all just a part of this experience that we're having. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And we get stuck. I know I do. All sorts of stuff gets in our way. We learn certain ways of behaving, and we learn rules and how we think we should be. We learn that life is meant to go a particular way, and that we can go off track, we can get it wrong. And if we feel like we've got it wrong, then no, we feel like we're missing out. We feel like we're missing out on relationships. We feel like we're missing out on the perfect job, the perfect career, the perfect client. We feel like we're missing out on financial success. We can miss out on all sorts of things, or feel like we are. And when we feel like we're missing out, we can get a sense of should have, could have, would have, if only I'd done that. If only she'd said that. If only he'd said that. If only I could do that. And because life's not gone to plan, because we've missed out, because we should have done it better, we feel like we're a failure. And then we can feel like, what's the point? But there's a different way of looking at it. When you realise it's all a game anyway. It's all a game. There isn't a right or a wrong way. Life's full of experiences, all opportunities for us to learn and grow and evolve in this wonderful game of life. And we can't miss out. We can't possibly miss out, because we might not always get what we want. We might not get the experience we want. I know I really, really, really wanted to be in Thailand next week for my birthday, but it's not happening. Not right now anyway, but you know what? I'm going to Byron Bay for a few days, and that's going to be awesome. I'm sure I'll get to see my son in Thailand sometime soon. So we don't always get the experience we want, but we do get an experience. I didn't want my brother to die, but you know what? Oh gosh, I wish I could bring him back. But you know what I really, really loved, and that was having a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, 2 weeks with my brother, being able to spend time with him and massage him and talk to him and utilise hypnosis and all this stuff that I do, but also the connection. That deep connection with my family, with my sister-in-law, with my nieces, with all my family. We were all there together, and nobody could ever understand what that feels like. And that doesn't come from up here in my head. This comes from my heart. This comes from the truth behind life. So no matter what's going on, when you realise that we're experiencing life through our thinking, sometimes we'll just get lost, we'll get tricked by our thinking and we'll feel bad. And other times, no matter what's going on the outside, we can still be at peace. If any of this resonates with you and you'd like to chat further, just drop me a line, send me a message, and we can have a conversation. And I love talking to people, but I also love listening, truly listening. So if you've got any issues, any problems, and you'd like to have a chat, work through it. And it could be business, could be something at business, could be a person, somebody you don't get on with. It could be somebody at home, it could be a relationship issue, whatever. It's amazing as human beings what we can come up with, all sorts of issues and problems. But all we need is a little bit of insight. I don't give you it. I can't give you anything. All I do is guide you. I guide you to find your own answers. Okay, guys, I am going to go and see if I can find some inspiration throughout my internal wisdom and see what I come up with for my newsletter. If you're in bed, I hope you're sleeping well. If you're up, I hope you're having a good day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Love you all. Bye.